Morning. It's Thursday, October 15th. It's 2:30 a.m. and I'm on my way to the gym right now. I was thinking about situations where we're always trying to get to that point. We're always trying to get to that point in life. Whether it's that point where we think this is going to make us happy, or it's that point where we feel like this is our destiny, this is where we're supposed to be. We're always trying to get to that point, and we find roadblocks. We find things that stop us from getting to that point, and we say, this isn't meant to be. I think I've been going in the wrong direction. I'm going to stop and I'm going to do something else. And normally that something else is easy, doesn't have any resistance. You feel like you fought and you gave everything you had trying to get to that destiny the first time, that you feel like you just don't have it in you again. So you just say, you know what? Maybe that's not meant to be. I'm just going to settle for this. And me being in the business that I'm in, sometimes I have a client who doesn't get enough money to buy the kind of home they want. See, I'm not talking about that kind of settling. Because, see, you may not have enough money to buy the home that you want, but at least you've been qualified to buy a home. That in itself is a blessing. You can't take a blessing and then say, I'm settling. That the two don't make sense. You're either blessed or you're settling. If you got the loan for the home, it just wasn't the home, meaning you need to work up to that. And I'm talking about settling. And you just quit. So this isn't meant to be. And what I was thinking about was, and this is the part that was life-changing for me, and maybe I just realized it. But at the point that the thing that you're working towards isn't giving you what you want, there's one or two things that needs to happen. You need to just keep going. And you also need to be very clear if there's anything that you've been asked to do in the process of getting to where it is that you want to go that you have refused to do. For fear, disobedience. See, what I'm realizing in my journey is that a lot like, it's funny because I'm swimming now and I have to make it to certain destinations while I'm in the water. But if you keep swimming long enough and you don't take a look up to see where you're at, you can easily get off course and end up 20, 30, 40 meters away from where you're supposed to be at. And when you end up that far away, you become discouraged because you didn't do a course correction. Versus 1, 2, 3, swim, look. 1, 2, 3, swim, look. And constantly making course corrections. And that's something in my journey I've had to do. I've had to constantly make corrections in what I was doing. So if you're not making corrections to get back on course, because you have so much time in a day, but you're spending it watching YouTube or on Facebook, on social media, not doing business, socializing on social media. Then I would challenge you to do the things that you're scared to do. I would challenge you to be obedient to what's being asked of you. I would challenge you, definitely, to never, ever, ever quit. Your race isn't going to look like everybody else. I just did an Olympic triathlon. And when you're in the water, it's easy to do one or two things. It's easy to be distracted by other swimmers, or it's easy to run your own race. If you become distracted by other swimmers, I can promise you it will create a problem. But if you run your own race, you might not beat their fastest time, because in that race, the fastest time was, start to finish completed was 2 hours, 5 minutes. My start to finish was 3 hours, 40 minutes. I say that to say I wasn't in competition with the fastest time. I was in competition with myself to finish. I was in competition with myself to get it done. If you can overcome the urge to quit, and you can be obedient to the things that you are not doing, there's nothing that life won't give you.